In this 5-minute video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can make more Shopify sales using Klaviyo email marketing with one simple segment. My name is Luke Smith. Welcome to Ad Spend Secrets. In this episode, I'm outlining one segment we create for our clients that's helping them increase the number of opens on their emails, make more money every month through email marketing using Klaviyo, and pay less in subscription fees every single month. So if you're using Klaviyo email marketing for your business, this episode is for you. It's going to be a shorter, more tactical episode than we typically would do, but I just wanted to get something out there that's working well for our clients, and hopefully it helps you too. So real quick, lists versus segments. In this episode, we're talking about segments. Lists I would consider on Klaviyo more static, right? You might upload a CSV from Shopify Mail or MailChimp or anything like that. You might import it into Klaviyo and it's going to be a list of emails, first names, last names, etc. And it's really not going to change. And that's why they call it a static list, unless someone is added into it and subscribed. They might be added to that list, but really beyond that, there's no way that they can continue being added to that list. The other way in which you can email people through Klaviyo is what's known as segments. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Segments are more behavioral based. You can have different segments based on whether or not someone's active on your website, if you've got the right tracking down, whether or not they've purchased products before, or even specific product categories, whether they've opened or clicked emails. So segments is really where the money is, in my opinion. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the use of segments, not so much about targeting, but more so around what they call list cleaning. So it's more of a refinement initiative. And that's why you can actually save on the subscription fees through Klaviyo every single month. And so what we've done for our client is set up an ongoing suppression segment, right? So it's not a list, it's a segment. It optimizes all the time. And I do want to add the context that this particular client is in the kids space. They sell newborn baby wear, right? So 0 to 3 months. And what we've found, and this could be client specific, so have a think about what this might mean for your business, but for their business, it means that after 3 months, the click rates, open rates, purchase rates, they drop significantly, obviously because they're servicing newborns and they grow, right? They might grow out of the product or out of the business. And so what we want to do is we want to regularly clean this list. So we're only paying for the active profiles that we know are going to open, click, and buy. And I'm going to explain this segment here, and I'm going to tell you the exact segment definition so you can create it in your account. The way we use this is we check two things. We check how many new subscribers are hitting this client's Klaviyo account every single month. So how many new active profiles are we bringing in? And then how many people should we be suppressing? So over the course of a 30-day period, how many people have built up into this segment? Then we look at the client's billing threshold, right? So if they, for example, got a 10,000 person cap and they're sitting at 9,500 people and they're getting 1,000 new people in every single month, well, they're going to be over that billing threshold the next month, which means they're going to be moved up to a higher payment tier and they're going to be paying more to Klaviyo. So what we want to do is we want to bring new people in and we want to remove the people that have joined that suppression segment. The definition of the segment, I'm going to walk through it right here. What we have set up is what someone has done. Person has opened email 0 times in the last 90 days. And it's important, the word and here, because you can have what's called an and condition or an or condition. And meaning they also have to meet the next criteria. And if you were to click or, for example, in this setup, it means that they can sit in either of those buckets and they'll still enter that segment. But we're using and segments here. We want to be really strict around what we're selecting. And so the first one there you've just heard was opened email 0 times in the last 90 days. The next one is clicked email 0 times in the last 90 days, and they can receive email marketing, right? So we want to make sure that we're excluding people that have the right to be emailed, but they're not engaging. The fourth piece here is and what someone has or has not done, again, is the criteria there. Person has received email at least 5 times in the last 180 days. So that's quite specific. We've said if a half a year's gone by, and we've sent them 5 emails and they've not opened or clicked, they're not interested. So let's suppress them. The fifth one here is and what someone has done, placed orders 0 times in the last 180 days. So these people aren't engaging. Every single month, there's going to be between 500 and 800 people enter this suppression list. We then look at the people in that segment and then we suppress them from the client's Klaviyo account, which reduces their active profile limit, which then allows the open rates to increase. We're now sitting at about, for every campaign we send for this client, we're sitting at about 65% open rate, which is incredibly high because we're just continually refining this list and it's super, super engaged, which means really great things for their deliverability. If you're not doing anything like this, I'd recommend setting up this segment and at least observing, how many people are swept up and built up in it. If you need any help with anything like this, with your email marketing, with your paid media across Facebook or Google, particularly if you're a kids brand, reach out to myself at simplyconverting.com.